Welcome to the deep dive. In this hyper-connected world we're in, it really feels like we're constantly juggling screens, notifications, just this endless digital stream.
Hmm.
And yeah, technology is convenient, incredibly so, but it can also sort of silently drain our mental energy and disturb our emotional balance too. It's a lot to navigate, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And that's exactly, where this whole idea of a digital detox comes in.
Right.
So for this deep dive, we've looked at some really great source material to explore, well, what is a digital detox? Really, why does it matter so much right now?
Yeah.
And maybe most importantly, what are some actual practical steps you can take? Things from the sources that help you, reclaim some control and maybe find a calmer, more mindful existence.
Okay, so let's unpack that. A digital detox.
Ah.
What is it at its core? The sources say it's basically a deliberate break
Oh, I love
from
it.
all those digital devices and platforms like social media, emails, streaming, even work stuff sometimes.
Right. And it's affording to stress, it's not about rejecting technology altogether. That's not the goal.
No.
It's about that temporary, intentional disconnection, stepping away for a bit.
And why? What's the immediate point of doing that?
Well, the sources highlight some fascinating immediate purposes. It's really designed to help you reconnect quite powerfully with yourself
Okay.
and with the physical world around you, the stuff that's not on a screen.
Right.
And doing that, it can really reduce that constant background buzz of anxiety, that mental fatigue we all kind of feel.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
And bonus, it can actually improve your sleep, your focus, and this is a big one, your real-life relationships.
That brings up a really critical question for me, the why. Why does slowing down digitally matter so much, especially now? Our sources really dig into the impact on mental clarity.
Oh, absolutely.
Think about it. That constant digital stimulation, it's not just distracting, it actually overloads the brain's capacity.
Right.
It keeps us in the state of shallow attention all the time. So slowing down, it reduces that mental clutter.
Exactly. It lets deeper thinking happen, creativity, problem solving. That stuff needs space.
You know those moments when you finally step away from the phone
Uh-huh.
and suddenly that problem you were stuck on just clicks?
Yeah. That's your brain finally getting some peace.
Exactly. Unburdened by the constant digital noise.
And if we connect this to, say, emotional balance, it's just as crucial.
How so?
Well, think about social media comparisons, right? The endless news cycle, just information overload.
Yeah, it's relentless.
All of that definitely contributes to stress, sadness, sometimes even feelings of depression for some people.
Yeah.
So a detox isn't just stopping the input.
It does more.
It actively helps regulate your emotional responses,
Yeah.
let your system kind of recalibrate, find its footing again.
For me, one of the most powerful things I noticed when I tried cutting back was how it unlocks presence and mindfulness.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Being here.
Exactly. When you step away from screens, you suddenly become more aware of the present moment. It fosters mindfulness in really simple things,
Like what?
like actually tasting your food instead of scrolling while you eat, noticing things on a walk, properly listening when someone talks to you, even just feeling your own breath.
Just showing up in your own life.
Yeah, showing up fully.
And that presence, it extends to our physical well-being too, especially sleep quality. This came up a lot.
Ah, the sleep connection. Tell me more.
It's not just about feeling tired. That blue light from screens, it sends a really strong signal to your brain.
Like stay awake.
Basically, yeah. It's
Yeah.
essentially telling your brain, hey, it's still daytime, which completely messes with your body's natural melatonin production.
And melatonin's key for sleep, right?
Crucial for deep, restorative sleep. So, doing a digital detox, especially winding down screens before bed, can significantly improve your natural sleep patterns, better restfulness overall.
Okay, so listening to all this, you might be doing a quick mental check-in right now, thinking, does this apply to me?
Yeah, maybe wondering if you need a bit of a detox yourself.
So what are some of the signs? The sources laid out some pretty clear indicators you could maybe ask yourself.
Let's hear them.
Okay. Do you feel anxious when you're away from your phone, like really jittery, like you're missing something vital?
Phantom vibrations, anyone.
Right. Or do you find yourself scrolling endlessly? Just scrolling without any real purpose or satisfaction, kind of zoning out online.
Yeah, the endless scroll.
Is checking your device the absolute first thing you do when you wake up before anything else?
Guilty sometimes?
Or difficulty focusing, finishing tasks, getting constantly pulled away by notifications or the urge to check something.
That's a big one for productivity.
What about feeling a lack of real-world social interaction? Or maybe noticing mood swings that seem triggered by stuff you see online?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Those are all really common.
They are, right.
Incredibly common experiences, almost universal, really, in today's world. And just recognizing them, acknowledging, yeah, I do that, that's often the biggest first step.
Right. It's not about blame.
Not at all. It's just awareness towards building a healthier digital life.
Okay, so if you are recognizing some of those signs in yourself, the next logical question is, how? How do you actually do a digital detox? What are some practical strategies?
Let's get into the how-to.
First up, set clear boundaries. This seems fundamental. Define tech-free zones.
Like
the bedroom, maybe, or the dining table. No phones allowed there.
good one. Or tech-free times.
Yes, like the first hour after you wake up. Just
Yeah.
no screens.
Also, and this is huge according to the sources, turn off non-essential notifications.
The pings.
Exactly. Those little dopamine-triggering sounds and buzzes, they create this false sense of urgency, constantly pulling your attention.
Rewiring your brain, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
To seek those little digital rewards, cut them off at the source.
What else?
Building on that, actively schedule a daily offline time.
Okay, schedule it in.
Yeah, like actually block it out, even if it's just an hour. Be completely screen-free.
And do what instead?
Anything. Journaling, go for a walk, read a physical book, meditate, listen to music, just not on a screen.
Gotcha.
And maybe the most powerful habit change. Practice mindful use.
Mindful use, how does that work?
Before you just reflexively open an app or click a link, pause. Ask yourself, why am I opening this? What do I actually want to do here?
Intentionality.
Exactly. It promotes intentional engagement instead of just reacting out of habit.
Okay, this next one from the sources kind of surprised me. It sounds like a paradox. Using technology to detox from technology.
Yeah, it does sound funny, but it's actually pretty smart.
How does that work?
Well, think about focus apps, things like Forest or Freedom.
Oh, right. I've heard of those.
They can actually lock distracting websites or apps for set periods. They help you take screen breaks, so your device becomes like an ally in your detox.
That's clever. Turning the tool against the problem.
Precisely. And then there's the concept of digital Sabbaths.
Digital Sabbath, like a whole day off.
Yeah, exactly. Dedicating one full day, say every Saturday or Sunday, to having zero screens.
Wow, a full day. That sounds challenging.
It can be.
Yeah.
Especially at first. The key things are tell people in advance so they don't worry.
Right, so they don't think you've disappeared.
And plan some non-tech activities. Otherwise, yeah, you might just stare at the wall wondering what to do.
Good tip. Plan ahead.
That initial discomfort, though, often a sign you really need it.
Okay, so you go through all this effort, you set boundaries, maybe try a digital Sabbath.
Yeah.
What's the payoff? What are the actual benefits we can expect?
The good stuff. The benefits are really compelling. We're talking enhanced concentration, better productivity.
Makes sense. Fewer distractions.
Definitely. Also better emotional resilience, less anxiety overall.
Nice.
And deeper connections. More authentic connections with family and friends because you're more present with them.
What else?
You'll likely find yourself making more meaningful use of your time, less time scrolling, more time for, well, other things.
Rediscovering hobbies.
Exactly. Renewed creativity often comes up. Passion for hobbies that maybe got pushed aside.
So it all adds up to
Just overall improved mental and emotional well-being. It's like, as you said earlier, giving your brain that much-needed spa day.
a mental retreat. I like that.
Indeed. It's a really powerful message from the sources. Your mind, just like your body, needs rest. And a digital detox is that mental retreat that we so often overlook in our always-on culture.
It really is. And in a world that seems to glorify busyness and speed, choosing to slow down your digital life, it's not just a quick fix, is it?
No, it's more of a lifestyle shift.
It feels like, as one source put it, a radical act of self-care.
That's a great way to put it. Radical self-care.
So we'll leave you, our listener, with this thought to maybe mull over. In the silence that's left when the digital noise fades, what forgotten joys might you discover? Things like, the pleasure of a truly undistracted conversation, the calm you feel just being in nature, or maybe just the peace of genuine solitude. What personal mental retreat could you create for yourself?